We're in this incredible series on No More Fear. Fear has tormented this entire world through this pandemic, and we wanted to make sure you had the proper information to build your faith. Behind every catastrophic moment, there's a great moment that God shows up for his people to show them he is still faithful. So we have this series, and we want you to be blessed by this series because it is going to change your life. It's going to build your faith. Your best day is on the way.
So many people think they have faith, but you don't have faith if you're not in purpose. Faith is for purpose. Faith is not for cars and houses. Faith is not for promotions and raises. Faith is for purpose. And I want to talk from that reference point because if you're in purpose and you have faith, you're going to get all of that. It's not that I was after a house, not that I was after cars, not that I was after promotion, not that I was after the attention of my leader. I was after purpose. And I believed if I'd done certain things, I would enter into all that God had for me. That's what I believe. I believe that if you walk in the purpose of God through faith, that things are going to happen for you that are not happening for other people. So God has placed us in the earth filled with purpose. And I read about people who had purpose. So I was very intentional about reading about these people who fulfilled their purpose and they pleased God. God didn't want them to find Enoch. So Enoch had a testimony that he pleased God. So no one ever found him. They are thinking that he showed up on the mountain of transfiguration. They're thinking things about him, but they're not all necessarily true. Well, there's some things that we need to digest because the church needs to be flipped. Because there's so much of a lack of faith in church, and you can't have God's promises without faith. So whatever damaged your faith, you need to get that corrected. Because all that God wants to release in the earth comes through your belief system. So you become an opposition to God's purpose and plan when you're in doubt and unbelief. So you're saying which is an opposition? The unbeliever is an opposition. I'll say it again. The unbeliever is an opposition. Let me say it again. The unbeliever is an opposition. You notice how your character changes when you stop believing? You ever notice that people were real nice and all of a sudden they came and their posture changed? That's because their faith changed. Something happened in their faith because they used to believe that's when they were nice. Now that they're no longer nice, they changed what they believe. So their posture followed them. They can never fake their posture, which means they can never fake their unbelief. Faith is the middle state or condition that God's purpose functions through. So the reason so many people never fulfill the purpose of God is because they don't have faith. Because in order to fulfill the purpose of God, you got to go through the medium of faith. You got to go through that state. Yeah, you're smart, and you will accomplish things according to your intellect. We will never impact anything but your house. Because faith goes beyond your house, your wages, your increase. Faith impacts other people's lives. So if it's really faith, it goes to a medium so that it impacts more than that individual and his or her household. Some of you, you're too busy to be in purpose. How do you know you're doing the will of God and you're that busy? Everybody calling you, you picking up the phone every time they call, you responding to every text, you running every time somebody says something. How do you know you in purpose? So some things keep you busy so you'll never use your faith for your purpose. Some things keep you busy. Well, I'm doing this. Some people think busyness is godliness. No, it's not. You are distracted. You ever been real busy and didn't make any money? How long you gonna be busy and still not able to pay your bills? So we already know from years of busyness, it doesn't bring wealth. Some things keep you busy so you'll never use your faith for your purpose. You running all around your purpose. You're running past your purpose. Your mind's running so much you didn't know you were supposed to set yourself up for faith, because faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. And your faith is not going to increase if you don't hear me tonight. Do you not know your faith is not going to increase if you can't hear me tonight? If your mind is running laps around your head right now, you're not going to increase in faith. So whatever you encounter tomorrow, that you need at least a 70% worth of faith, and you only got a 60 because you didn't listen tonight, how are you going to overcome in that area? So we all think we have faith. We have a religious faith. Religion missed God, and so do we. They thought they had faith and killed the Christ. What true integrity seeking, desiring, living person are you killing because you're too busy with your religion? Okay. All right. Okay, y'all still with me? So it's all this stuff happens by faith. Every bit of it. Myself and Lady Davis, we built this by faith. Listen. Somebody said, well, I gave my tithes and offerings, but we believe that you would. You wouldn't have gave anything if we didn't believe that you won't give. We got over in purpose and believed that God would send people that will give into his purpose. Even if they were fools, they would still give. Who had the most faith? The one who came into the church and gave the tithe, or the one who signed the contract on the building believing that they were going to be paid for, because somebody was going to give a tithe and somebody was going to give an offering and somebody was going to sow. And if you don't do it, God will find somebody else that got some faith that'll sow and give in your place. Because we believe that people are going to give in God's purpose if we keep doing God's purpose. That's why you have to have the faith to get into God's purpose, because God is going to touch somebody to help move his purpose forward. And it doesn't matter how many get off the bus. God said, all I need is one to get on the bus. Whenever you're challenged, you ask yourself, am I in purpose? If you are in purpose, have faith in the purpose that God gave you. You lose bad people, you get better people. That's what faith done. I lost somebody that wanted to betray me and kill me. Now I got somebody, I don't have to worry about anything. Your life is never over when something exits, when you have faith and you're in purpose. Better is on the way. Do you hear me? Better is on the way. You're using your faith. It's a medium. You know, those of you who've been in witchcraft, the medium is the middle person. Faith is the middle. You came up short and then faith gave you an extension. You couldn't reach it, but faith was the extension to the middle. So your project and faith met in the middle, and look at that. Look at what the Lord has done. You don't use faith just because you think you have the wherewithal to reach it. You use faith when you see this large gap between you and what God's promised you. So you get a word, you're strung out, you get a word that God is going to give you a happy family and show you living in the suburbs, and here you are strung out. What you now you use the medium of faith, and now your faith stretches out and grabs a hold of that day and pulls it, and he is pulling that day and it's pulling you at the same time. So you're coming out and it's coming in. See, y'all don't know faith. It's not that I just use my faith to get a big building. Big buildings are nothing if they're empty. So you use your faith to get the building, and then you use your faith to see all the people coming. I'm sorry, I'm not preaching to no empty church for the rest of my ministry. And I'm not doing 5 or 6 offerings to meet the budget. Faith says that when I open up my mouth, the comfort comes to the hearts of the people, and the people start saying, I'm joined to this, so I'm going to share my treasure with this because I am joined to this. I am a part of this. This is where I grow. This is where I advance. This is where I heal. So I'm going to make sure the house is strong so I can be strong. It's time to fully ignite your faith for your purpose. The only way you can fully turn the ignition of your faith on is figure out, what are you here for? I couldn't maximize my faith until I figured out what I'm here for. Apostle Ackland, I started thinking. And I always use my mind to see where I'm going. And I started putting up figures. And it was like this. You know how you read the flyers and you see the flyers and you see all the speakers on the flyers. And I saw Bishop Eddie Long, and I saw Bishop T.D. Jakes, and I saw Stephen Davis. I am that. See, you got to know what category to put yourself in, because the reason you running with those people that are gossipers and murmurers and complainers and always talking down is because you hadn't saw the fire of your future. I am intentional about showcasing my son so that they don't have to run with a bunch of peasants. I'm going to put you on the prayer call. I'm going to put you on stage. I'm going to make sure you get a mic to just pray so you'll know who you are and know who you're supposed to be with. So you won't have to question. Let me, because I am so in purpose. If you weren't part of what I'm doing, you will never pick up a mic in this house. Because perfect purpose cuts off all the extra stuff, all the fluff. We got to do this because we got to satisfy them. I am not interested in satisfying something that's not in my purpose. Why am I going to spend my time pumping a tire that can't hold air? My faith is in my purpose, so I'm looking around trying to make sure that every importation is into my purpose. And ain't no shame in my game, baby. If it's not purpose, I got to go. It's time to fully ignite your faith for your purpose. Purpose is sure, you should be all in. You shouldn't be one leg still hanging. I don't know if it, no. If you're now, oh Jesus Christ. Who is your pastor? Can I ask you that? If I'm all in, you should be all in. If I am ignited in my faith and flames are everywhere, why are you turning your pilot down? Why are you withdrawn like that? Why are you apprehensive like that? I didn't say quit your job. I didn't say go buy another house. I didn't say go purchase another car. I said your purpose. So if my purpose puts me in a Bentley, don't get mad. And my faith is so strong I won't purchase it. Somebody will give it to me. And you think I won't drive it? If you increase your faith, people will give you homes that you did not build. You're trying to figure out how you're going to budget, how you're going to get it. No, you get in purpose, and somebody's going to show up. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know what's going on. All I know is the Lord told me I was trying to sell the house. My mama died, and I needed to get rid of the house. But all of a sudden, God showed some person I didn't even know. I was just on Facebook, and I saw their face and their name, and God said, let them have the house for free. Y'all crazy if you ain't got faith in this season. Something wrong with you if you ain't believing just abnormal ways of believing. Why are you sitting in here and hear another faith message? Go ahead and stay broke. Go ahead and keep pretending like you something that you're not. Because if you get in faith and you get in purpose, you don't have to pretend in front of anybody. In fact, you have to protect the increase from all those haters that were created because you started moving in purpose. Maybe I'm so far in purpose, I'm making sure legally I protect everything that I have. Ain't nobody gonna take nothing. Do you hear me? You got to turn that thing up. You got to turn that flame up. You got to stop running with people that don't need a lot of fire. Faith can never be fully utilized until your true purpose is realized. Let me tell you the bonus you get. There's a book by Rick Warren. It's 2 books. Purpose-Driven Life, Purpose-Driven Church. I have a purpose-driven life. You're in a purpose-driven church. It makes it easier for you to obtain your purpose. So when I start preaching, your mind starts going, oh man. You mean I don't have to ride the church in a taxi. I don't have to walk from Belk over to Logan's and eat peanuts. You mean I can have wealth and riches. You mean I can be known, and millionaires and billionaires are wanting to know more about me. You mean that's what starts happening when you're under a leader with purpose and when you're in a house or ministry that has purpose. The greatest downfall of your life is to spend most of your life around someone who has no purpose. It's almost like, if he knows his purpose, then I can know my purpose. If he knows where this house is supposed to go, this ministry is supposed to go, I can know where my business is supposed to go. I can know where my family is supposed to go. If God does it for him, God can do it for me, because God has no respect of person. See, let me ask y'all. Y'all think I'm spending all the money I get. Now I'm trying to figure out what the purpose of that money is. I don't spend until I figure out what the purpose of the money is, so I bank it. You're thinking about the upcoming birthday. I'm still with the last birthday. I hadn't spent my last birthday. Because I'm trying to figure out what the purpose is. See, we got to understand that money, currency has purpose. When you figure out what the purpose of the currency is, you get more of it. The purpose of a thing is everything. When you come into a setting like this, don't just come in, no. You come in, what is my purpose in this? Why is he allowing me to hang out with him? Okay. So faith can never be fully utilized. You got to use faith to its maximum potential. Don't use your faith to just get the apple. Faith grows trees. Y'all playing games with too much little stuff. Little stuff was what grows your faith. Yeah, when you start fully utilizing it, now your harvest comes. What is your harvest? You got to fully utilize your faith. What is it that happened in your life that was trying to introduce you to your purpose? See, if you have faith, you realize your challenge was your assignment. I was sitting there in the park, and I'm writing this book I've been telling y'all. I'm sitting there writing, and I realized what I feared is now what I am. My greatest fear is that I would have to speak publicly in front of people. That was my greatest fear. See, you're trying to bring more expertise to what you like. And it doesn't take a whole lot of faith for that. It takes faith to believe every single service where you pray and you do, I submit my body, submit to my soul submit to my spirit submit to all that kind of stuff. And then you anoint yourself with oil, you anoint your eyes, you anoint your ears, you anoint your head, and tell your head you're going to think in ways that you normally wouldn't think, and you're not going to be hindered by your upbringing. Your mind is going to think in heavenly ways. And you go through all that spiel, and you stay in your office and close your door so your wife can't get to you, your daughter can't get to you before you come out and speak to an audience, because you have faith in what you're doing that it's going to work when you come to the platform. And sometimes I don't care if you talk about me, because I've done what I needed to be successful. So somebody's going to benefit from what I say, because I went through all that I need to go through to make sure I was going to be effective when I hit this platform. What did you do before you came? So I have faith in the process if I consecrate myself well, that I will impact not just you, but I would impact nations. And when I open up my mouth, my voice will radiate all around the world, north, south, east, and west. You want to understand why? Because faith says it will. God says, I want to use your voice and I want to touch the entire world. I say, you go right ahead. You just anoint me and help me, strengthen me, give me what I need to do and say, and I will say it, and it will boomerang all around the world. So you can't lock me in. You can't put me inside of a wall. You can't put me inside of a cage. I am too powerful. You want to know why? I done what I needed to do before I came out here. Why would God interrupt my windshield and think that I am not going to be powerful and have such an intellectual empowerment and come out here and I ain't going to be studying? What am I studying for? No, I've done what I needed to do today. And when you do what you needed to do, God will get what he wants out of your life. I don't have to touch you to heal you. When I open up my mouth, if you believe that you receive, you shall have. What deliverance do you need while my mouth is open? As long as my mouth is open, I'm releasing healing. Do you not understand scripture? The man, the centurion soldier, said, I'm not worthy that you will come under my roof, but if you would just send the word, my servant will be healed. What do you need healed? That you just need the word that I'm speaking right now to leave this place. Go to your house, go to your address, go into the bedroom or go into the dining room, wherever they are, and heal them right there on the spot. That's what happens when you have faith. Since I knew I would have so many people around the world, I said, God, can you just drop something on the inside of me? Even though I can't see them, but they can see me and hear me. God, raise them up. Excuse me. Faith can can never be fully utilized until your true purpose is realized. Let me ask you something. Why do you think those people spend all that time and all that energy to try to stop you? You ever thought about that? You ever thought about all the energy that went into trying to stop you while you in there sweating, putting oil on your head, praying, body, submit to my soul, soul, submit to my spirit. And they out there got all kind of conspiracy. Don't know, you're afraid to come out the office, really, but you're going to come on out because you know God told you and it's your purpose. See, what they don't understand, you want to quit anyway, and they going through all that, spending all that money, having all those conspiracies going on to stop what you think is little old you, because you ain't little old you like what you think. So what I'm going to do, Gideon, I'm going to send you down to the Mennonite army, and I'm going to let you hear what they saying about you.
You all have been such a blessing to me in Pastor's Appreciation Month and also my birthday. I am so excited about the fact that I get a chance to do life with you, do relationship with you, and you have shown that you are in relationship with me through your gifts, through your cards, through your expressions, and I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, because it makes me excited that I have people around me that as much as I give, they want to do something to give back, and you have expressed that, and it means the world. And I will never forget it. So you be blessed, and let's do this thing together, and let's see God do amazing things with us together. Amen. So God bless you. Have a wonderful day.
Everything that was an opposition to you, everything that was pressure to you, everything that tried to wipe you out, the more it oppressed you, the more you grew. All of a sudden, you had so much purpose. That thing drove you all the way to Refresh Family Church, and now we're going to shift you into your next dimension. Through faith, it can't stop you, it can't hinder you, it can't destroy you. It is too late. You're in the house, you're listening now, and what's on me is on you. Somebody give God a praise.
Refresh Family Church. As we worship together, remember our 5 goals: serving the needs of families, reaching the lost, equipping the saints, reaching the nations, and transferring to generations. Refresh Family Church is more than a church. To find out more, visit our website at refreshfamily.church. We'll see you next week.